I was today years old when I learned this about Solomon. I don't know why the Holy Spirit has been showing me things and revealing things about numbers recently in the Bible. Like, recently it's been the number 12 a lot, but this time it's a different number, and I'd never noticed this before. So, First Kings follows King Solomon's reign, and King Solomon is the son of David and Bathsheba. He is also known as the wisest king in the Bible and the wisest man in the world, especially for his time. But Solomon didn't stay on the path following God. Unlike his father, who messed up and then repented and then came back to the Lord, he messed up and he just stayed messing up. Mainly because of his love for women and money. Because Solomon also had like 700 wives and 300 concubines. That's 1,000 women. I don't know what he was thinking. Because I honestly don't know how my husband puts up with me, let alone if there was 1,000 of me. But anyways, so he had about 1,000 women that he took care of or married. Like, it was crazy. And then he also loved his wealth, so money. But in chapter 10, verse 14, I noticed this. It says, the weight of the gold that Solomon received yearly was 666 talents. Now, even if you're not a Christian, you typically know that the number 666 is tied to Satan, or the Antichrist specifically. And before you comment, are you calling Solomon the Antichrist? No, I'm not calling Solomon the Antichrist. But I do feel like it is symbolic because numbers in the Bible typically symbolize something important, especially if they're repeated. You see, this is the last chapter before King Solomon goes downhill for good, and his kingdom just starts going crazy, and he loses control because he turns to sin and idolatry. You see, Solomon married 700 women and had 300 concubines, and he also broke God's rule of not marrying people outside of the Jewish faith, because Israel was known for turning to idols, despite literally everything that Yahweh had done for them. And so, when Solomon gets married, one of the first people that he marries is the daughter of the Pharaoh of Egypt, which is literally the place that the Israelites were freed from their slavery from. So he's going back to that. And maybe in the moment, I get it, Solomon thought this is a great joint marriage, like now we are going to help each other out as countries, but he was still disobeying God. And then once he does it once, it becomes easier and easier for him to do again and again and again. So even though he built the temple for the Lord as well, he also started putting up different monuments and things for his wives to worship their idols at. And so this number symbolizes his turn from God to idolatry and sin. Because 666 represents the Antichrist, anti-God, the person who wants to be God but who isn't, and who will turn other people from him. So I found that fascinating. I hope you enjoyed this. God bless.